Hello? Hello? Guys? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me at all? Okay, guys, can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Something's going on with YouTube, I think. Alright, guys. Yeah, it's live. It should be live. Alright, guys, so we're gonna do the. We'll finish the sim, but today the sim is pretty much all I'm gonna do for the day. So, yes, Home Slice, I'm proud of you. I can see that, Derek. Good job, guys. Good job. Ropes, chill out, dude. All right, well I'm gonna get the sim going. So I just paused the sim, so we weren't restarting it. So we'll just resume from where we're at. Yes, ropes. We are a family in here. Now I'll say, okay, daddy. You don't have to call me daddy. You can just call me dad. Daddy sounds a little too weird. No, we didn't finish it yet, Preston. I just I just paused it, so I'm gonna resume it now. Ugh. 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 What's up, Steeler Nation? Oops, sorry.
And they feel
Audio.
really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and
Hey, what's
flame
up,
him on
Cam?
the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and there just continues to be no.
You're not really late, technically, dude. I mean, I started earlier, but then I had to restart.
That's the type of play that fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
So, guys, when we hit halftime, I'll pause and I'll tell you what's going on.
He's got time. It's complete to Brown.
Uh-oh.
Inside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be
What were
really
you doing,
careful
ropes?
as a passer about how far you let your guy
Watching
go,
the
'cause he might walk
offline
into some tough coverage.
pitcher or something. Oh, Derek. He was doing the 5-knuckle shuffle.
And now we're circling here around the
Gosh.
2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to go here in the first half.
This game was pretty pathetic so far, guys.
After this timeout.
I like to see better play from Texans defense. Wow. Okay, Ropes, that's a little weird.
We remind you that coming up at
Sounds like a good
halftime,
time, though, I
Larry
guess.
Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, gives me a chance to ask you, what do you think the greatest Super Bowl ever is? Because a lot of people are saying the one we just saw ranks number 1.
Well, the most impactful for me, Jets beating the Colts in Super Bowl.
It's Hockey Day in America?
Because that was the old
Is it really?
NFL.
I thought Hockey Day in America was last night when the Blue Jackets beat the Penguins, man.
I think recent history,
In a
Seattle and New England
in a critical
was absolutely
game
tremendous
for the
in the way
season.
that
It's a
one
season-defining
ended.
game
But
right
this
there.
comeback by New England with Tom Brady has to rank up there with among the best Super Bowls that's ever been played.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's
Rangers and Caps? Ooh.
There. And then the one that I remember from my childhood was
That's
Giants
interesting.
Bills with a missed field goal at the end and the Giants escaping 2019.
The best shot the Bills had in their run of 4 straight appearances in the Super Bowl.
Dude, get out of here, man. You're too crazy.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going.
What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? Why are you crying, Daniel? Because the Steelers are up 21-0.
1st and 10.
I hope they can make a game out of this at least. Damn, dude, this is just terrible. Hit on the run. Oh, and a broken play.
Wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
What's up, Pats? This is a new tournament we're starting today. 32 team tournament. Elimination. Single elimination. Random matchups.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
What's up, CV? What's up, dude?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh my God, you had a gift. All you had to do was catch it. You dropped it, you bum. Oh, that was garbage, man. You gotta make that catch, dude.
They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, finding time. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's a try.
Dang, is he gonna? Are they gonna hold him to a field goal at least?
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be
Sure, and they have no. Oh, I forgot they had one timeout left. I thought they had no timeouts left. I was gonna say that's terrible. But they're gonna kick a field goal. It looks like, guys. So that's a win in Houston's corner, I guess. Unless they don't want points. Or they're gonna.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that's
wow, 1 second left.
Even further, it's now 24-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at his 4.
Oh, you ran your own guy and you fell down, dude.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning.
That pretty much sums up their thing. Sums up the game for Houston. You could have ran that back for a touchdown if you wanted.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Steelers deserve.
The NASCAR race was good.
We'll need to put together another strong half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Who won the first one? What? Hey, what's up, good girl?
Take it up the middle, and now they cap off the drive with the score, giving them an early lead. They take it at the 33-yard line.
Hey, what's up, Sage? How's it going, dude?
Davis is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Blitz now with a shot after the pit. Big Ben would find his mark in coverage, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them on top by 14. Now,
I think Houston gets the ball at the half. I think.
And 30 yards later, he's going in for the score. Steelers up now by 21.
This is the first game in the tournament.
Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he ends up at the 49-yard line before he stopped on the play. Texans would later fumble the football away. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Houston for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half.
Hang on, guys. After the kickoff, I'll pause it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take.
So, okay. Okay, so here's what happened, guys. So this morning, before we started the stream, a couple hours before we started the stream, my wife and I had to take one of our cats to the vet because he wasn't eating too well. So then they checked his gums, and his gums were yellow. And then we had some blood tests run on him, and they basically said it was to the point where he wasn't gonna be able to get any better. So then we ended up having to put him to sleep today. So that's why we had to go back. We had to go back to the vet after they got the test back, and we ended up having to put him to sleep. He was only 2 years old, too, just barely over 2. That was Leo. Yeah, guys, I'm trying not to be too emotional, but it sucks that for a cat that young, cat was too young to die like that. So yeah, we were pretty much balling for the last hour and a half. We went there to let us, spend time with him and hold him. And then my wife, yeah, it's like family. Yeah, for anyone who has pets, you know how it feels. So yeah, we we got him put to sleep right then and there, just because I didn't, they were like, well, you can take him home, but I'm like, well, if he's not going to eat, because he stopped eating, basically. They said he couldn't eat his food, and it was pretty much done. It was either that or he was just basically going to starve to death. And it's like, well, I'm not going to watch him. It doesn't make sense to have a cat suffer. So that's why we decided to get him put to sleep. Well, I have been Givens. It sucks, dude. I love my cats. I love my pets. So yeah, so that's what happened. So that's that. Yeah, so we'll continue the sim. None of that stuff, but I think I'm gonna put together a little video for him for YouTube. I'll probably put a video for him on YouTube. But thanks, guys. Appreciate your condolences and everything. Yeah, I mean it's one thing. Like I can understand. I mean, yeah, it sucks still, but I can understand like if a cat's like really old or something. Like okay, eventually everything comes to an end. But to be so young and have to go through that, it was just terrible. So hopefully his brother will be okay with it though, because the thing is when we bought Leo, actually him and Maxwell were both rescue cats, so we got them both at the same time, and the reason why we got them together was because they said they found them together, basically hanging out. So they were like, so we considered them brothers, and that's the reason why we bought both of them. So and then obviously then the one dude lost his brother. Damn, Preston, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. It was Leo. So yeah, so that's what was going on today. So it sucked. Alright, so we're going to resume the sim now, guys. We'll resume the sim, so.
Get up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes...
Well, I was going to tell you guys what happened either way, but...
With a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, here we go.
The throw on first down with Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the
What's up, Mansfield? How's it going, dude? What's up, Doge? Alright, Brazen, thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. What's up, Cubs? Welcome back.
Really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go.
Now Osweiler on second down. Completion left side to Miller. And to bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
No, they don't really tell you that. I mean, it was just, basically it was, he would just suffer. So, he would just continue to suffer.
They come out here in the eye.
So, we didn't want him to go through that.
Here's a give to Miller. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On third down, Osweiler. And he's got Miller. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a cutback, right sideline. Touchdown.
Oh, man, they finally made it a game.
Lamar Miller, 40 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bullets.
Guys, we can show the bracket at the end of the stream, guys.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Michael, was there a video of the Super Bowl? Yeah, it would have been the live stream from yesterday. It was the first thing we did.
Osweiler's going to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
What's up, Gabriel? How's it going, dude?
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so.
Thanks, Dion. Appreciate it, dude.
21-yard line.
Requests? I don't know. I'm doing all right. As good as I can be right now.
The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing.
What's up, Nicholas? Yes, I remember you, Owen. How's it going, dudes? Hey, what's up, Reagan? How's it going?
About only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it.
We had to put one of my cats to sleep today, guys. For the people who aren't here, who just got here, I had to put one of my cats to sleep.
On the defensive side of the ball, held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Just today. Just today. We just got back a half hour ago.
And the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
And Steeler Nation, yeah, dude, I mean, appreciate that, but I started this morning and I figured I wanted to finish it off. Oh, look, they got a stop, a 3rd down stop.
Incomplete here. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Thanks, Request. Appreciate it, dude.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helped out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Miller, the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Hey, I wanted
Take a break for a couple days? I don't know, man. I mean, I'll be fine. It's just that we, all this stuff happened today, so it's still fresh.
College rules for overtime better. Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking
I still have to work and all that kind of stuff. It's not like they don't acknowledge bereavement as being your pet's dying or anything like that. So either way, still gotta power through that anyways.
Old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay, coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation,
Yeah, Marshawn, we had to put him to sleep today.
The NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field goal or less, then the other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. But for me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touchdown. A field goal should not decide it on the first possession. That one complete to Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
What, Fuzzy? What are you talking about? Marshawn, no, it wasn't. I mean, he was just over just a little over 2 years. He got sick.
To throw again is Osweiler. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff to Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the
Yeah,
play.
I know, Michael.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On second down, Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 25.
Yeah, I agree, Michael. I agree, man.
For 7, it's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch.
So like I said, guys, so after we'll do the sim, and then after the sim, then
And here comes play number
I'll call it
6
a
on
day
this drive.
for today.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Damn, I cannot believe they're going for a field goal here. That seems a little weird.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will cut the lead down.
He wasn't eating. He was sick. They did blood tests and said that his blood was so bad that it was just like, I mean, he had no chance for survival. They could have done more other tests, but it wouldn't have helped anything. And they could have sent him home with antibiotics and things to try to make him feel comfortable, but he wasn't going to get any better. So, I didn't want him to suffer.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is taken at the 3. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set.
Yeah, I mean, unless I feel really that bad, I mean, I'll be back on tomorrow. I should be.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
My cats can obviously tell something's up because at least the ones up here actually laying down next to my arm underneath the mic right now, licking me, licking my hand.
31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
I don't know, guys. We'll see about the command. I don't know just yet.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went
Thanks,
back
Brady. I agree, man. I agree.
Forward and got the first down.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. DJ Reader. He's the one that got to him.
What's up, Charlie?
Down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I love you too, Cam.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger.
Sack again. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Brady. I really am.
And we say it all the time.
Hi, Matthew.
To be able to get rid of the ball.
I love you too, Cam.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They'll fake the give to Williams.
Oh my God, again. Holy crap, dude. 3 straight sacks. Holy crap.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket.
Steeler, you keep saying that, but Derek Carr was telling you what they are. If you pay attention to the mods, they're telling you what the Gold Dragons are used for.
Puts him down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As he's
All right, yeah. Down goes Roethlisberger. Down goes Roethlisberger.
And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back onto the field.
But it's not their O-line long snappers.
comes Houston. It's up to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last
they're sending blitz. They have like corner blitzes and stuff like that. So they're basically they've got too many guys. Look, I mean, D'Angelo Williams is the one who missed that last pass, the last block.
Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on first down.
Oh God, he took forever to let that play to develop. Jeez.
Midfield and inside the 45.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to
Will I be playing all the games in the thumbnail today? Heck no, dude. You know how long that'll take? That's gonna take at least 64 hours to play all those games. The first round.
Fresh set of downs here. Setback.
I just take the week off. Nah, man, I still gotta go to work. So I mean, it's not like actual work. So I mean, if I can go to work, then I can do this. Work's much more difficult than streaming.
Some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Hopkins on the left side.
How do you make your own team? I don't know, dude. I've never done it. Home slice.
It's third down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL. And how
what's my job? I'm a manager in information technology for developers.
That they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Play action. It's Osweiler.
Yeah, but I mean, oh God, he threw a pick. What a bum. Yeah, I made it. All I did is I moved them to a different city, home slice. I moved an existing team to a new city and changed their name.
Second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Yeah, Derek Carr, for Derek, Diablos leave a sore spot for him and probably a good portion of the stream. Yeah, this is like NFL March Madness, exactly. Hey, what's up, Charlie? How's it going, dude?
They come out here in the eye. This is Bell.
Oh man, home slice. You choose to relocate them after the season starts. You can choose to go. You go to like the stadium or whatever, and then you choose to relocate or move the team. And then after week 5, it'll tell you which locations are available to you.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Cubs. I appreciate it, dude.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with
so he's making a lot of money. I don't know, I guess you could say that, kind of.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop.
Can I give you a free Xbox? No, because it's not free for me, dude. If I worked at Microsoft where maybe they gave people free Xboxes, then maybe. But that still costs money, man. I got a home, I got house bills to pay for. Now I got, 5 pets to feed. I've got, me and my wife to feed. I've got bills to pay. car payments.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
Do I have more money than you? I doubt it. I don't make more than what I don't make more than what people in the NFL make by any means. Only execs are company executives, like CTOs and those guys. I mean, they make a good chunk of change that could probably compete with NFL player salaries. Do I have kids? No, I don't. Just my pets, man. You want a PS9? All right, bro. How did I choose which teams play? I basically threw in the list. Like, I took one list of like all AFC teams basically, and then threw them into random.org has a website where you put in a list, and it just randomizes the list. So then essentially I went 1-2 was the first match, 3-4 was the next match, 5-6, and so on. Nope, I don't have any kids. Not yet.
Don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type of a lead.
Do I want kids? Yeah, hell yeah, I want kids. I want a boy, at least one boy. The next one, I don't care. It could be a boy or a girl. I have 5 pets, not kids. I mean, they're equivalent to kids because I take care of them like they were my kids. I love them like my kids.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know, home slice probably. I don't know what you do. Do you even work? What is my favorite movie? I got a few. I don't know. I got a bunch of different favorite movies. Oh, request. That's not even a. Nah, man. We can't even. How about neither?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd.
So, anyways, my favorite movie. So I like the Matrix movies. Oh, he was short, but still. I'm attached to them all, man. I love all my pets.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic?
Yes, thank you, Michael. I agree. Come on. Request, dude. Come on. We shouldn't be talking about sad things right now, guys, okay?
He just had no stake.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least.
So, yeah, I'm not attached to any one pet in particular. I mean, they're all basically. I love them all, man. They're all my favorite pets.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
Although the two I have, I mean, I guess I could say that I'm probably a little bit more attached to them because they're both, like, geez, they're probably like 13 or 14 years old. I've had them both for a long time. That's why it's just weird. I've never had a cat that I've owned that has died. All the cats I've owned, I have them now, or I had them, so that's why it's weird to me. It's the first experience.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
The Super Bowl, guys, the Super Bowl was yesterday, man. We did the Packers Raiders Super Bowl yesterday, guys. That was yesterday's stream in the morning that we did.
25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that, dude.
Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
The Raiders won, guys. The video's already up, Michael.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's gonna
Oh, what the hell are you doing? Oh, and he dropped it. Double coverage.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, the best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Man, he overthrew him, too. Yeah, I agree, Lamborghini.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Osweiler now, the throw on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Uh-oh, we're driving. They're still down by a lot, though. This game's going to be tough to come back.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Hey, Michael, so I mean, the name of the video, though, is probably different. So, oh, gosh, dude. I wonder, did it mute the whole thing?
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler.
It may be mostly muted because it looks like there's some copyright thing. I think because I got some when I was playing GTA, some of the audio from it came in there.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep
Lino,
he keeps making plays.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
it's under, well, just look, there was only one video I have from yesterday, from February 18th. That's the one you gotta look for. GTA 5 with viewers is the name of the video. Road to 5K subs. Yeah, it is up. It got copyright stuff on there, so the audio may be gone, potentially.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard.
Why are the Texans getting pooped on? I don't know, man.
Throwing again, Osweiler. The catch
Now they're finally like doing something.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what
I mean, if they can still come back and tie it technically. So if they get a touchdown with a 2-point conversion here, then it's a 1-possession game. Dang, dude, Longsnevers, Madden is the worst gaming franchise of all time. I don't know if I'd say it's the worst, but I'm certain there's cases where it could get better. Oh, nice blocks. Nice blocks. Look, he's gone. Maybe. Touchdown. Wow, that was a nice play, actually. Nice screen. Oh, look at Derek Carr. Actually, your comment was before this happened, so prediction. That's what you call a quick score.
You're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Osweiler's going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like stealing.
Oh, my God. Well, it's not over, but doesn't help your chances.
Well, that due to the fumble, but people can't see this. But you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 20.
Michael, I already told you what the video was called, dude. It says GTA 5 with viewers, man, from February 18th.
And last time out they gave up 3, but with this deficit, how important here is it to not give up any points?
And they're at a point now where they can't allow any thoughts of any points to enter their mind. They gave up 3 last time. That felt okay. They can't settle for okay now. They have to stop them here. 0 points given up.
Yeah, they need to stop, get the ball back.
All right, Cubs. Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate it. Take care, man. Hope you're feeling better.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Steelers are going to have
No, Cass, I wouldn't ban him for that.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can.
No, I wouldn't ban him for that. All right, Cowboys, take care, man. Thanks for being here.
For the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he stopped immediately there.
I see it, Cass. I mean, meh, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
And got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
What kind of car do I have? I have a 2009 Ford Fusion SEO.
2nd and 10 now.
Is Mitch the snitch here? I don't know. Is Mitch, are you here? I saw him earlier. I didn't see him when I came back.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there.
Nah, long snappers. Man. Both. I like them both, dude.
Up over that 300-yard mark.
Yeah, I wish I had a Lamborghini. I'm not that rich, guys.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
I used to have an SUV. Before I got this car, like probably 5 years ago, I had a 97 Chevy Blazer, man. That car was the beast. I love that car. I love SUVs in general, but a car is more practical cost-wise, at least initially. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! How long does it take to tackle this dude? Octavio. The Raiders won.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles.
Yeah, this is embarrassing, Lamborghini. Their defense is #1 in the league, though. That's what I don't get about this. In the league, not just the AFC. It was #1 in the NFL. So how you get decimated like this is just tragic. Especially at home. You have home field advantage.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
All right, guys. I put the Super Bowl video link in the chat, guys.
And here now it's second and
What's up, dat boy?
7-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt
What's
like
up, Kamir?
didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So big play on 3rd and goal. Defensively, they're going with a dime look.
Want to cover all passing lanes.
On 3rd and goal,
Get him! Dive! Yes!
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. John Simon.
Not that it matters that much.
For a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
Down goes Roethlisberger. Down goes Roethlisberger.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
Comeback was messed up. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to type one-handed and just was going too fast. That was more of a wow. I was trying to paste the link in there, but it wouldn't let me paste it in there for some reason, so I don't know what's up with that.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, what's up, Gabe? How's it going, dude? How are you, sir?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Leopard. Hot.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. And he's got his favorite target yet
Oh,
again.
God.
It's complete.
That was like no gain.
3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, wow, he gained like 2
And the
yards.
offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down.
All right, Christian, take care, dude. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it.
Onto it through the contact.
What a heck.
Incomplete.
What a bum.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball.
Well, Baker doesn't block my links because I'm a mod. If you're a mod, then technically you can post any link you wanted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope.
Oh God, 4th and 8. Could be over here. They need to convert.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down.
Oh God, just throw it. Oh my God, he's open. Oh my gosh, Hopkins comes through. Hopkins delivers. Just when I thought he was going to get sacked again.
37 yards.
Or picked.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Osweiler.
What the heck just happened there?
And seeing no
I think he threw it
options,
away.
he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Nicholas, I have a full bracket, but I'm not putting dates on anything.
2nd and 10.
It's going to be up to you guys to show up for whenever we're playing, and then maybe we'll be doing the sim, maybe we won't. It's just going to depend, guys, on what's going on that day. But I'm not scheduling it. So there's not a schedule, but we know what all the matches will be already, so. Oh my gosh, catch that, dude.
Here on 3rd down.
Hey, what's up, Khalil? How's it going, dude? What's up, Harry? What are my thoughts on the Browns? My thoughts is that they should draft Myles Garrett. Those are my thoughts right now, dude. What's up, Brady? I think I remember you. There's a lot of Bradys that come through here, though.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying.
Going deep. Oh! Oh my God, he flipping dropped it at the end zone. You effing bum, dude. That is the bummiest play I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Out of watching all these sims, that has got to be the bummiest play I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. You bum. What a bum, dude. Oh.
Throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance.
Steve, you don't really talk that much, dude, but I see you, man.
Heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, their chances of winning are extremely slim right about now.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bell. And he'll bring it up. And now the Texans want to call.
They got him get the first. It's over.
Just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Yeah, and I'll advance it. I don't know, maybe today sometime. Because all the games have been played, so. And I kicked anyone who wasn't playing, so. I don't know, long snapper. You never know, dude. I know they're pushing hard for London to get a team, man. But they'll have to rename the league if they do.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And play a
all right, Given. Thanks for being here, dude.
It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So
Home slice. When you were at Wendy's and paid for a large chili, you got a small. Yeah, dude, I was pissed off about that, dude. That made me mad. That was actually when I was traveling for work. So that really ticked me off. Because I got back to my hotel room and I hadn't checked my food before then. I got back to my hotel room and saw I had a small chili. And I'm like, son of a gun, dude. I was so mad. I don't know, dude. According to Madden, it makes it sound like that London really wants a football team. I mean, I think they sell out every time there's football played there. NFL's played there, so.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Zeno, this isn't the playoffs. This is a tournament that we're doing for the next like month, basically, at least.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, that's good enough to warrant a team, right? If they got a fan base, that's what matters. Yeah, it's a one single elimination tournament, Zeno. So we'll put up the bracket here in a minute. Antarctica has a larger fan base. Wow, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so someone loses, they're out. We don't pander to losers. You know, man. You know, there's no second place.
That'll do it for
it's either your first or you're last.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.
All right. So let's take a look at the. There's the playoff bracket, guys. So obviously we have to change or update it. I'll update it for the next time we do another sim. But this is the bracket, the tournament bracket right now as it stands. So Steelers will advance, and then our next game will be the Raiders and the Colts. Yeah, so you like that? You like that Lamborghini? I thought that was funny. The Bears. Come on, people got to know that. Add some comedy to this, make it a little fun. So yeah, so that's like I said earlier, guys. So this was the only thing I was doing for the stream today. So I'm gonna actually wrap things up now, and I don't know. Yeah, so then the next stream would be for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. You know, but actually before I go, Franklin was here earlier, so I actually have some pictures of Leo that I was going to put up on the screen that we can look at. That way people can see what Leo looked like. I have more on my phone, I'm pretty sure of. Jeez. I only found I found 4 that I liked. Who do the Cowboys play? Look on the thing, man. They're on the right side. They play the Falcons. So let's do this. Change that. Let me undo that. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna do this now. You piece of junk. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. I hate you, OBS, so much sometimes. Hang on, I'm gonna stop and restart it real quick, guys. Leo's got to get his shout out. 1 second. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Christ, dude. Of course, you would want to you would want to do this to me, wouldn't you? You would want to do this to me, you piece of junk, dude. Yeah, OBS is being really special ed, guys. It's open broadcaster software. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not, for some reason, it doesn't want to share my monitor now. It's being really dumb. Come on. Oh, there we go. I just had to let it sit, I guess. Wow, amazing. I hate you so much, OBS. Yeah, poor guy. And those are the only ones. Those are the only ones I have like on my PC. I got a bunch like on my phone and stuff like that. But yep, that's Leo. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm calling it a stream today, and then we'll pick things back up tomorrow. Okay. So, thanks for everyone for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who subbed and liked. Appreciate it very much, guys. All right. Take care.